Hello and welcome to today's class. Here we have this a simple exponential challenge. The question is 4 to the power of x minus 2 equal to 5. What is the value of x here? Now in this kind of exponential challenge, it is simple to solve. But what if you are asked to verify the answer, the root, the answer you got at the end of the solving? If you are asked to show if the answer actually satisfies the original equation. Okay, in an exam where you are to solve, in other words, not an OBJ exam, a theoretical exam where you have to show your solving and verification. So how do you solve this? So we're going to take our solution here. So we have solution. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is this. We can solve this through this method here. We can just log both sides of the equation since we cannot break this down to base 4. Then we simplify, or we rewrite this side of the equation, which is the left hand side of the equation. Then we now simplify. So I'm going to use the second method whereby I'm going to rewrite this first expression here. So writing the left hand side of the equation, we're going to have going to apply the law of indices, which says that if you have your let's take your m to the power of your a, then minus b, this is equal to your m to the power of your a, right? Then dividing your m to the power of your b. Okay, good. Either it could be expressed in this format, or this could equally be expressed as your m to the power of a times m to the power of your minus b. So I'm going to take it to this format first. So if you look at the left hand side, then we can rewrite it as our 4 to the power of our x, then times our 4 to the power of minus 2, everything equal to our 5. Then from here, applying the law of indices to this side of this equation, or without doing that, let's just divide through by our 4 to the power of minus 2. So we divide through by 4 to the power of minus 2, divide by 4 to the power of minus 2, right? Good. So what happened? This and this will leave. So when I have here 4 to the power of x is equal to our 5 all over 4 to the power of minus 2. Can be written as 1 all over 4 to the power of 2. Remember the law which says that if you have your m to the power of minus a, this is equal to 1 all over m to the power of your positive a. Okay, so we can apply that here, and if we do that, this is going to give us our 5 all over our 1 all over 4 to the power of 2. And we know 4 to the power of 2 is 16. So we're going to end up having here to be 4 to the power of x is equal to our 5, right? All over 1. I want to change this division sign here, or let's just bring the division sign here, divided by 1 all over 16. Right. So from here, we can now rewrite this as our 5 here all over 1 times, when we change this to multiplication, the denominator goes up and the numerator comes down. So we don't have here 16 all over our 1. So from here, we're going to have our 4 to the power of x here, x equal to our 5 times 16. And 16 could be written as 4 to the power of 2, because we are having base 4 here. Okay, so at this point, what we do, we want to log both sides of the equation. And a swift one I'm going to use here, a quick method here, is to consider the base. I can either take ln base e or log base 10. But because I'm having 4 here and I'm having 4 here, I want to take log to base 10. So, sorry, to base 4 rather. So this is going to give me here my log 4 to the power of x base 4, yeah, then equal to the log of my 5 times 4 to the power of 2 base 4 also. This in bracket. So we're going to apply some properties of logarithm. One, the power law of logarithm and the multiplication law of logarithm. The first one is the power law of logarithm, which says that when you have your log, your a to the power of p, move the p back here to give us here p times our log a. Then we have the multiplication law. The multiplication law which says that if you have log your a, let's take a times b, this is equal to log a plus our log b. Okay, we equally have what is called the same base law, because we're going to make use of it here. So same base law says that when you have log a base a, this is equal to 1, provided a is not equal to 0. So these are three laws we are going to make use of here. So the first one is to split this. So splitting the right hand side is going to give us the log of our 5 base 4, there plus the log of our 4 to the power of 2 base 4. Okay, meanwhile we have here the log of our 4 to the power of x base 4. So we're going to apply the power law of logarithm to this side. This s will move this way and this 2 will move this way. So we're going to end up having our x times, the log of our 4 base 4 equal to the log of our 5 base 4, the plus 2 times the log of our 4 base 4. So you can see the same base law playing out here. And so this will give us 1, this will give us 1. And so we're going to end up having x equal to, we're going to have 2, right? So let's start with the 2. So we have 2 plus log 5 base 4. Wow. This is our answer, right? Good. But we want to take this to natural base or simplify this down. Now, this base 4 here, or 4 we have as the base number, is a perfect square. And so we can rewrite 4 as 2 to the power of 2. And so rewriting this is going to give us here our 2 plus our log 5, the 2 raised to the power of 2. Wow. Now I'm going to apply another law here. So when you have a base raised to a number, there is a law to that effect. I'm going to move these two to this side and apply that law. We're going to have x is equal to 2 plus 1 all over 2 times log 5 base 2. Wow. So this is our answer, right? Good. Now, in this format, I want to either take it to the natural base where we have this to be base 10. Okay, your answer is also allowed to be in this format. So we either have this as our final answer, but if we want to take it to the natural base, we are going to apply what is called the change of base law. Okay, so if I apply the change of base law to this, we're going to have our final answer to be our x is equal to 2, right, 2, the plus our 1 all over 2 into, then we're going to have log 5 base 10 all over log 2 base 10, close bracket. This is what we call the change of base law, right? Now, you know your log 5, you can impute that in your calculator, and your log 2 base 10, you can impute that. When you do that, you will get your numerical value, right? Good. Now, what if we are asked to verify this answer? How do we impute the whole of either this or this into the system and check if the answer actually satisfies the original equation? So what I'm going to do here is this. I'm going to use this answer here to verify the root. Remember, I can equally use this, but let's use this very one. Let's take our check. Remember our question. Our question is 4 to the power of x minus 2 equal to our 5. Now, what we're going to do here is this. Anywhere we see our x, then we're going to put in this value in here, in there. So, yeah, this expression here can be written as our 4 to the power of x times our 4 to the power of minus 2 equal to our 5. Okay, then we can eliminate this negative sign here. So this is going to give us our 4 to the power of x all over our 4, okay, because we're going to have here 1 all over 4 to the power of 2, which is this. All right, this is equal to our 5. So let's substitute our x into the equation. So we're going to have here 4 all raised to the power of our 2 plus 1 all over 2, that times the log of 5 base 2. Wow. Everything all over our 4 to the power of 2 will give us 16. So let's take this as 16 here. Then this equal to 5. Wow. This is serious. So now I want to rewrite this 4 here. 4 can be written as 2 to the power of 2. So rewriting this is going to give us our 2 to the power of 2, or in bracket 2 plus 1 all over 2 times the log of 5 base 2 close bracket, yeah. All right, everything all over 16, right, equal to R5. Okay, so if I use this to open up this, what will happen? We're going to end up with our 2 to the power of 4, then plus these 2, we cancel out these 2. So we're now left with our log 5 base 2. Okay, everything all over 16 equal to 5. Good. So what we do here, remember the whole of this is in brackets, right? Good. So with what we have here now, if we apply the law of indices, which says that your let's take a to the power of your m plus n is same thing as your a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So if we apply that law, we can rewrite the numerator. So the numerator is going to give us here about 2 to the power of 4, then times 2 to the power of log 5 base 2. Everything all over our 16 equal to 5. Wow. Now let's check this out here. So from here, we're having 2 to the power of log 5 base 2. So what happened? The whole of this is going to give us 5. And so we're going to have here to be our 2 to the power of 4 times our 5 all over 16 equal to 5. Now, what is 2 to the power of 4? We have 2 times 2 will give us 4, times 2 will give us our 8, times 2 will give us 16. And so 2 to the power of 4 is the same thing as 16. So this we cancel out. We are now left with our 5 equal to our 5. So this shows that the answer we solve for, which is our 2 plus 1 all over 2 times log 5 base 2, actually satisfied the original equation. So if this satisfies the original equation, if we did same thing to this answer that is in base 10, then it's going to give us the same thing. So this is how you prove the root to exponential challenge of this kind. Thank you for being there. If you enjoyed the verification of these roots to this math problem, drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you for being there. See you in our next class.